recorded live with little or no editing. It's Defense Up. I'm Run 7. How you doing? Today we were supposed to do some things that it didn't play out the way we wanted to because we didn't get the shots. We're switching from Season 4 Cosmic Crucible rules to Season 5 Cosmic Crucible rules. So ignore the stuff that's written up above there. We will talk about what the actual room rules are. I need to be sure to get my mouse over on the right monitor so I can see that stuff. And I had Juicy send me in his screenshots last minute so we could have at least a rough sketch of some ideas that you can be putting in for the brand new Season 5 rules. Remember to change those up so you don't get stuck with Hand or Pegasus in 2, or even worse, Bifrost in 2. So right off the bat, we have Season 5 global rules is the Spider Hunter tech. On defense and offense, Sinister 6 gain 200% focus and 15% max barrier. They do not gain 200% resistance. You can thank your envoys for that. Superior 6 characters on successful attack, bury yourself for 15% of max health and remove revive once from each targeted attack. And on spawn, they gain defense up. That means you don't really need to build Rhino for your OG Sinister 6 team. One of the best benefits of Rhino is that on spawn he gives them defense up, and for Season 5 they're going to be getting defense up on spawn anyways. So you may want to think about that for your Crucible builds if you want to invest in Rhino or not. He's basically just going to be a tank that helps keep them from being blinded. On defense, all characters gain 20% max health, plus 10% damage, etc., etc. There is also the new Exhausted feature. After each completed attempt, gain a stack of exhaust. Canceled combats will not add exhaust. So that's your global rules for Season 5. In Room 1, what you want to be using is basically something that's going to draw Masters of Evil, and we talked about doing the least common denominator that draws Masters of Evil. Basically, Masters of Evil is going to be whatever is in Room 1 for the most part. So you're gonna want to make your opponent feel really bad that they have to waste their Masters of Evil in Room 1. So I'm suggesting a small to medium infestation team, or a Secret Defenders with Noir, or you could do Secret Defenders with Big Time. The stage 1 is teamwork, and striker characters on ally turn gain assist now. So you make everybody a striker, especially Noir. Juicy doesn't have the right ISOs in here. This was fast and dirty because we were having an emergency day. So everybody's a striker. Noir goes real fast early on, and everybody assists Noir and annihilates people. Okay, that's the idea with this team. It just starts to just kill people super fast. So if you don't want to use Secret Defenders, if you don't want to use an infestation team, you just want to use something that's going to go as fast as possible and make sure they're all strikers. They don't have to be blue 5 or anything like that. You can make them green strikers. You just got to get them going fast and destroy things. So we're not grading this one today. We're just talking about what you should be using. I'm probably going to try this exact team with the proper ISOs in it. Room 2, the stage rules is temporal shielding on defense and offense. Tech and skill characters on basic gain speed up, and with speed up at the end of turn, bury yourself for 20% of their max health. Now, I like the Infinity Watch in here also. Juicy happens to have some diamonds on his Phi Level, which is not a bad pull for your first diamond orb, by the way. You could also use your OG Sinister 6 in here. I don't think we should be using Superior 6 on defense. I think that should be reserved for offense, unless you think you can swing putting them on defense. I think we're still a little bit heavy on offense this season. So Infinity Watch is going to get a lot of speed up. And so they're also going to last a long time and make it to their basics and probably get the speed up there. So this is kind of a nothing room, and it's where you want to use a nothing team that soaks up some hits. And once again, we see a place for Infinity Watch. So this is kind of cool, unless you're planning on building your OG Sinister 6, which would be a good spot to throw them in here also. Again, remember, don't need Rhino to get that defense up on spawn. He'll do it all by himself. And room number 3, you don't have to worry about Super Scroll if you don't have him. Super Scroll just makes life miserable for your opponents, and Juicy just got his, so we threw him in here. Black Order now empowers Thanos without the full Black Order, so you're getting an empowered Thanos right here. You're also having him go super fast because of the choices that Juicy put in here. What's her name? Corvus Glaive's wife, I can't remember her name right now. She's giving him the speed that he needs to go really fast. And in room 3, you're getting ultimate abilities cost 2 less, and when you use an ultimate ability, it spreads all negative effects from self to adjacent allies. So Thanos does a flip and turns all the negative stuff into positive stuff, and then there's nothing to be spread. So that's great. And then Super Skrull's gonna kill everybody. That's really kind of useful too. If you don't have Super Skrull, you can still use Black Order. Also, you could use this room as Superior 6 because they're going to be putting out a lot of negative effects. If you don't like either of those choices, just use big, powerful, fast teams that use a lot of negative effects. You want to put those negative effects on the enemy team, and then when the enemy team takes their ultimate turns, which are going to happen sooner because they cost less, they're going to be spreading their own negative effects around. So the idea is keep yourself free of negative effects, apply a lot of negative effects to the other team, and you'll make things happen. All right, room number 4, Spec Ops on defense and offense. On successful dodge, gain stealth. Remember, an evade is a dodge. Characters with stealth gain 20% damage. Who cares about the 20% damage? That's not really a big deal. In room 4, you could use something like a new Avengers where Tigra's going to get some stealth. You've got Mockingbird that's going to really take advantage of that. You could use Infinity Watch because Nebula is going to give them all evades, which then starts putting them under stealth, and it makes it really hard to get to that Phyla-Vell. And if you have a Phyla-Vell with diamonds on it like Juicy, you may think about moving that team over here to room 4. Juicy, however, likes to just throw in Unlimited here. Unlimited falling out of the meta fast, and he still wants to get some value, so he's putting in Unlimited here. It's not a terrible choice. Unlimited drops under a certain amount of health, and then they go into stealth, and they get that little bit of damage boost. Mostly, you just want this team, you want teams that don't normally go under stealth to get stealth because of evades or a successful dodge. Don't throw in Web Warriors in here. I was joking about that. Web Warriors is a trash team. So you want them to go under stealth and make targets that you would normally try to get after impossible to get because they suddenly go under stealth. I'm not super excited about Unlimited in this room. I think we could use Unlimited elsewhere, specifically in room 5, and here's why I like Unlimited in room 5. Mutant characters on turn, clear all negative effects from self, heal self for 10% of max health for each negative effect cleared. So, Juicy likes Death Seed, and I think Death Seed is also a great team in here. Juicy is hoping that someone will try the Mirror in room 5, which won't work because both teams are going to clear those blinds, regardless of what you use. They're going to get cleared, they're going to heal up, and it's not going to do anything. However, at the end of their turn, they do get a defense down, and that's why I like Unlimited and subbing in a Kestrel. So not only are you pinging with Gambit, but you're pinging with Kestrel because so many of the targets are going to have defense down. I think that's kind of nifty. Maybe it's something you want to do. Another choice you could do in here is Weapon X. Now, I think anybody who's got a beefy enough Weapon X to be using in this room should probably consider doing an Unlimited hybrid or a Death Seed, but maybe you just want to throw Weapon X in here and hope your opponent has some trouble with that. Remember, defense down at the end of turn, all the other negative effects are going to be cleared for health gain, kind of like a death pool sort of thing, or a Deadpool kind of thing. All right. And finally, in room 6, we have on defense and offense, villain characters apply defense down to each target attacked, and hero characters apply offense down to each target attacked. How that works is, if you're doing a single target, an adjacent target, or an AoE, anybody you hit intentionally gets the defense down if they're a villain or the offense down if they're a hero. So you could use a mixed bag of characters. We heard Mobile Gamer use the Rebirth team, which has a mix of heroes and villains, and they do AoEs, and it spreads lots of stuff around. It could be useful. I'm considering doing a Rebirth with Zemo instead of US Agent and seeing how that goes. Now, Zemo's passive will not apply the defense down. It is a passive attack, not a target attack, but his rebounding chain will apply defense down to anybody he rebounds into. So that's a choice. Juicy liked to throw in Big Time with Gamma, as you can see on the screen. Big Time throws that level of RNG into the mix. She-Hulk is going to be throwing back the negative effects. Everybody that attacks a Gamma member is going to give her a charge because of the way this room works, and she's going to start cleansing the team pretty rapidly. So that's going to make Gamma pretty challenging to get through. Not an insurmountable room to get around, but I think that there's a lot of creative things that people can do in here. Remember, heroes, villains, AoEs, these are all good ideas to use. We like Gamma in here because of She-Hulk cleansing, because Red Hulk is Red Hulk and he's awesome, and Big Time is just there for a little RNG action. Not to mention he's pretty fast character, and Juicy has him built up pretty well. Special thanks to Juicy for sending these in last second, giving us some alternative ideas. Also, thank you to Pathfinder Gaming and Dulam, who joined me on voice to help us go over some of these ideas. I hope this helps you guys get started in Season 5 of your Crucible. We hope to have a lot of new and interesting ideas. Be sure to send those in to me. We'll get you on the list for Season 5 of Cosmic Crucible as we start recording, hopefully, 2 videos a week of Defense Up. We also do war videos, but I think everybody's going to be pretty excited for Crucible right now. So send those to me. I'll get you on the list. Remember, guys, don't just have a good game. Be good to yourselves and others too, and I'll see you next time. Bye.